Here we are, Jaideep, Varma and Gokul Chakravarthy.
With an H.
In case you're wondering if you're professional filmmakers, there you have it. Although
there is a professional shooting us right now, who's of course never held a camera before this in his life, but that's a different thing altogether.
That's thanks to our good friend here behind the camera, who you'll meet later, Masban.
Who has neither held a camera in his life, nor does he know anything about cricket.
Hence he's behind the camera.
So here we are in Bombay, Mumbai. These are legendary grounds too. I think we've seen a few.
The Oval Maidan.
This is not Oval.
What is this?
This is Azad Maidan, right?
See, whatever, it's a Maidan. Sure. That's what Bombay is known for. And we are starting right here.
Some people are romantic, not just by nature, but also by cricket appreciation, and that's him. And that's 99% of cricket fans. And
Mr. Rational.
So
that's what you like to think.
There are other ways to look at the game, so we thought we'll just give two different points of view as we go through.
You're sticking to this rational thing, right?
Say it romantically.
Why do these guys care, man? Why do they care what we have to say?
Jaiye.
Well, I know they'll care about what I have to say because
you're an umpire.
I'm an umpire. Don't you want to know like what goes on in the evil minds of the umpires?
Umpires are ideally not supposed to have anything going on in their heads so that they can concentrate on the game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So they're supposed to dispense off with their being human?
When they're umpiring, sure. They should.
See, this is why people have problems with umpires. You're expecting irrational things out of them and you call yourself a rationalist.
I don't think it's irrational. One expects a certain amount of focus when you're watching the game.
But with an empty mind. Anyway, we'll come to that later. We have enough time to talk about that. But we are here because
of Cricinfo. God knows why they have done this. they have asked us to do a video diary for the 2011 World Cup, and which is what we will try to do. We'll go to several of these places, Dhaka, Colombo, and of course many Indian cities, and that's what we'll be doing. Okay, so 99% of the time you're not going to see us on camera. That was one of the rare occasions because this is the first episode or whatever, and you're just going to hear our voices with us describing what we see. And so we thought we'll probably, because this is the first episode, we'll turn the camera on each other and see what we have to say about each other. And here's Barry, lead singer of the Bee Gees, the band that sounds like three Sachins. Okay, on a more serious note, the thing about Gokul is that he pays a lot of attention to detail, but he also has a sense of the big picture, which he never loses sight of. He's balanced and he has a very good temperament. He's very rooted, despite living in New York. I haven't heard an American twang in him. I don't know if that's good or bad. What I'm leading to is that these are all qualities of a very good umpire, which I hope he becomes one day. I'm not saying he's not a good umpire now, but I hope he
what are you saying then?
No, I just want to see him as an international umpire one day, however long it takes. It's not easy, given the politics, but I hope he makes it. He's also a multi-talented guy. He writes expressively. He hosts a radio show. He has hosted a radio show for many years.
You were on it.
And he's rather good at it. And but this, of course, is a visual medium, and it's a totally different ballgame. And we'll see how he fares here.
Jaideep Varma, a Beavis lookalike. I guess that makes me butthead.
Speak for yourself.
A big brother that I never ever wanted.
It's so mutual.
Opinionated and overbearing are things he is when he's not asleep. But he is a clear and consistent thinker at the end of the day, and that's what I like about him. And he follows cricket with both a passion and objectivity, which is a strange combination for me. And he cannot stand the thought of certain individuals rising above the game, at the cost of the game. And hence, he has created Impact Index, which I think is the best way to judge cricketers out there.
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes. I shudder at that thought. But in spite of that mind coming out with interesting thoughts and ideas, I think he himself needs a minder, which it's not going to be me over the next 45 days. We are here at the Worli Sea Face, very close to the Sea Link. This right here is Sports Field. You know, many people say Shivaji Park is the home of Mumbai cricket. But what about the actual homes of Mumbai cricketers? If you want to know, this building is quite remarkable. Eknath Solkar, Sunil Gavaskar, Ravi Shastri, Dilip Vengsarkar, Ajit Wadekar. Believe it or not, all of them live in this one building, which suggests that contrary to what I sometimes think about the individualism that comes through Mumbai School of Cricket, these guys want to live as a team, even off the cricket field.
And you know what else is interesting? Given that Gavaskar and Shastri stay here, that is a bank on the ground floor. This is the locality where India's biggest icon lives. Sachin Tendulkar. He lives here in one of these flats.
Wait, Sachin lives in a flat?
Yes, he does. And I think the cliche that he's down to earth is kind of proven when you see how he lives.
So which other cricketer? Any other cricketers live in this flat?
Not that I know of. I know where you're getting at there. They're not going to allow us in, I think, which is probably fair, you know. So anyway, it's one of the things about India, you know, is this whole accent on individual achievement over collective achievement. Everybody's talking about winning the World Cup for Sachin, which is quite a ridiculous statement, I think. And
there were 5 other chances to do it with Sachin, for Sachin, whatever it is. Just because this is his last World Cup.
Yeah, last chance, yeah.
You know, now that somehow seems to be a bigger reason than just winning it as a team.
You know, the collective is just not important in India, and I think it reflects in every walk of life. I think we'll speak more about this tomorrow for sure.
Sure.